Life is a puzzle. So I had this insight basically that life is like a puzzle, right? And it's made of smaller sections. So, if you have this grand puzzle for your whole life, right? The whole of life is like this puzzle. It's made of small sections of puzzle. And then those small sections are made of even smaller sections. And usually, most people, have no idea this puzzle exists or they don't care, right? But what happens is you might be conscious of just like smaller sections of this puzzle. You're not even conscious of the small sections of the whole thing. You're just conscious of sections within sections, and that's all you even realize. And it's kind of why life is like, what I'd call it the most insane video game, right? Because there's so much to do and explore, and it's unknown basically to us, right? We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know, the extent of what's possible. And even more amazing is that everyone has their own unique puzzle, right? So the jigsaw pieces aren't going to fit the same for everyone. And that's even more amazing, right? It means, you can't just copy what someone else did. You have to figure things out for yourself. What works for you, what gets you to where you want to be. And so, you need to keep kind of unlocking new parts of the puzzle. And this kind of means that, trying things, learning things, contemplating things, these are like prerequisites for living a good life because, without this kind of research and development, which is something I've touched on before, you can't make progress because you can't, without the knowledge of new habits, you can't replace old habits, right? And there's obviously the whole side of discipline and everything, which is I think better known, to be honest. And so, you have to try things, right? You have to keep doing things, right? See what works for you, what gets you to a new level, what gets you to where you want to be. And, you know, sometimes it's hard, right? There's things that are hard and painful and you don't want to do and you have to do them. And sometimes there's things that, there's activities which are maybe better than old activities that you were doing, right? They get you more of what you want and then you start doing them instead. And so this is also why there's kind of an important, you need to develop some intuition, right? What should you be doing when? Because certain things might not be right for you now, but later on, you might be building a different section of the puzzle. And so you need to start doing an activity that you weren't really interested in before. And so, another final point I'd add is, baseline, like your baseline of where you are changes, right? Because hard work builds the puzzle. And so when you work hard, you can build the puzzle and then you reach like a new level, right? Which, you can coast on it. It might wither away eventually, but you've sort of, generally reached like, some new height. And the problem is that, when you reach this new level, sometimes you think you're still working hard, but you're actually working at the level of where you were before, which means you're not growing anymore because you're sort of, for this level, you need to then exert effort again and do something extra, right? And so, yeah.